In 2026, you need to be really aware of who you surround yourself with. People who you spend the most time with, people who you hang out most often, those people can easily change your values, your life values, your social values, what you want in life, unless you're really certain and kind of ruthless, which is like a positive word in the circumstances, with what you want. So, we're all like, oh, 2026 vision boards, what do I want to achieve? What kind of goals do I want to have? But we ignore the most important factor of everything is who you are with, who you are surrounding yourself with by choice. Because this is like deliberately you're choosing to be with a man or a woman who you are choosing. And I would say in most times, from what I see around the world, we are making bad decisions. We're making bad decisions that doesn't really align with our manifestation goals, which is what we actually want in this stage in our life, and what we want 10 years from now on, 20 years from now on. Recently there's like this viral couple that breaks up and people are so surprised about it, like, oh, they've been together for like 20 years or 70 years. Oh, they've been together for so long. They're like high school sweethearts all the way to college, and they lasted for so long, and I don't believe in love anymore. You got that from that? You got that kind of conclusion from what's happening there? Let me switch the perspective for you a little bit. Who you are choosing when you're 18 or 20 is going to be totally different from when you are already developing and developed a world view, a whole picture of who you are, what you want in your 30s. Let's be honest, like, who you're dating when you're in high school, huh? And who you're dating when you're 30. The standards are changing like so fast. You probably don't have nothing on the list when you're in high school except for a tall and handsome and good looking. And when you're 30, you probably want the guy or the woman to be independent, financially free, and able to enjoy life with you, child or no child, child free, or taking care of the family, or no, do you want her or him to be a family person? The list goes on and on. So there's nothing to be surprised about, like, because it's time to change, and if they're not changing, there's something wrong with it. In most cases, of course, they're like, couples that last for like 100 years old, good for them, but like most people don't know what they're doing. So look at who you're with right now. Let's say, for example, you want to save $100,000, and whoever you're with, they don't believe in saving, they believe in spending and enjoy the present moment, because they're like, okay, maybe the next day I'm not here, so what the hell am I saving for? When you're with a person like that, he or she is going to shift your spending habits, in this case, in a very subtle way that you wouldn't even realize. There's a saying, people who are with each other, they start to look alike, they start to say kind of the same things because you're spending the most time with them. When you're a kid, you're spending the most time with your parents, your father or mother, your siblings, or if you're not an orphan, of course. And when you get older, this can be your teacher, your classmates, and then upgrades to a partner, your coworkers, your boss, right? So who are you choosing exactly? Do they align with your personal goals that you set for 2026 or 2027, or the year goes on and on? And every year people are like, oh, new year, new me. But did you really change the ways of you doing things? If you don't change the ways of you doing things, how are you going to be a new you this upcoming year or this new year? January is all about shifting, changing, setting goals. And it's great because, like, setting goals energetically wise is putting your energy onto whatever goals that you wrote. So yeah, great to have a list, but aside from the list, what's the most important part that we learned from this video? Of course, I'm not being ignorant. I can be like thoughtful sometimes. Feel free to point it out, but this just coming to my mind today. Who you choose to be by your side, who you're choosing.